My dad's a great grandfather.
Is he? Is he involved?
He's very involved, almost too much, to the point where, like, when my oldest daughter, when she was being born, in the delivery room, it was only me, my wife, and her mom and my mom, right? That's like standard. And I text my dad, hey, the baby's coming, the water broke. He's like, I'm coming over. So I'm like, great. I'll text you when the baby's out. We'll come outside. You see the baby. Goes, great. We're in the delivery room. My wife's up, about to give birth. And my dad walks in. Just walks into the delivery room holding the New York Post newspaper. He just walks right in. He goes, we're having a baby? And I was like, Dad, you can't be in here. It's like just family only. He goes, I'm not family? I said, no, of course. I said, but it's just women. He goes, what are you doing here? I was like, I'm the dad. I was like, go outside. Go outside. He goes, all right, I'll go outside. And then as he's walking out, he goes, by the way, Yankees got rocked last night. He goes, they got to trade their whole pitching staff. And I was like, all right, Dad, we'll talk about it later. So then my beautiful daughter is born. It's amazing. I come outside, right, with my dad. I said, he goes, how'd we do? I said, well, my Jasmine did amazing. She's great. The baby's great. He goes, I said, we have a beautiful daughter. He goes, it's still a girl. I said, you were at the gender reveal. You knew that it was going to be a girl. Pink confetti blew all over your face at the party. He goes, yeah, but I thought maybe it could change. The womb's a crazy place.
Woman's a crazy place.
What does that mean? And then he goes to me, what's the name? I said, Dad, you know the name. It's Delilah. You know that we planned. He goes, all right, so you're going to stay with that. He goes, can I suggest you go with Delilah, but what about Delilah, middle name, Mickey Mantle DeStefano? Can you do that for your dad? I said, I'll run it by Jasmine. I was like, can we do that? She goes, absolutely.
If she had said yes, would you have gone with Mickey Mantle?
If she would have said yes, I would have named my daughter Mickey Mantle and dropped the Delilah.